Hey everyone, today I wanted to share some quick thoughts on my experience so far with Arknights Endfield, and why I'm actually pretty excited about what's coming in version 1.1. Overall, I've been having a really good time with the game so far. I've put in just under 200 hours and I plan on putting many more. But after spending that much time with Endfield, there are also a few aspects of the game that really need improvement, and interestingly, some of them might actually be getting fixed in 1.1. First off, I really enjoy the world they've created. The setting feels interesting, the environments are fun to explore, and the characters have a lot of personality. The music, voice acting, and cutscenes have been excellent in my opinion. One thing I really appreciate is that even the 4-star characters still feel useful. In a lot of gacha games, those characters fall off pretty quickly, but here, they still have a place in different teams and different content, like the daily resource in Dijiang. That makes investing in them feel more strategic than I'm used to. Speaking of Dijiang, and I really hope I'm saying that right, I'm really enjoying what they've done with it. How we interact with our operators, how we display different things like the artifacts we get with our stock bills. I'm looking forward to seeing how they build on what they've done so far. I also really like the photo feature in the game. I wish they would add a few more photo lens, but still, I'm happy with the ones available thus far. Being able to take pictures while exploring is a small thing, but it adds a lot of charm to the game and gives me another reason to slow down and really appreciate the world. And honestly, the daily tasks feel pretty good. They're not overly grindy and it feels like you can log in, make progress, and not feel like the game is demanding hours of your time every day. That said, there are a few parts of the game that haven't felt great so far. First off, the RNG around essences has been pretty rough. You can farm for a long time and still end up without anything particularly useful. Even the engraving permits didn't help me much. The main banner system was also frustrating for me personally. I actually lost two 50/50s before finally getting the premier headhunting character I was shooting for. In a lot of other gacha games, if you lose one 50/50, the next one guarantees the featured unit. Here, I literally had to go all the way to 120 pulls, which made the soft pity system feel like it never even existed. And I know Endfield technically has soft pity starting at 65 pulls, but because losing a 50/50 doesn't guarantee the next banner unit, it can still feel like you're just heading straight to the 120 pull guarantee. That's basically 60,000 Orbellos to pull just one main 6-star, even with getting the monthly pass and the upgraded battle pass. That's gonna take some time. If we think about it, from dailies, weeklies, and the monthly pass, we're getting roughly 14,000 to 15,000 Orbellos a month. To reach 60,000, that means I'd need to save for about 3.5 to 4 months before rolling again. That or swipe more. And I get this is a free-to-play gacha style game, but it just leaves a bad taste in your mouth. Another system I've struggled with is the AIC Factory development. Right now, it feels just a little too complicated and cumbersome for what it's trying to accomplish. And in combat, sometimes there are so many visual effects happening at once that it's actually hard to see enemy attack views. Also, the signs other players leave is something I could do without. I don't know about other people, but I learned through my own failures, and I don't want to be robbed of the opportunity to grow from my mistakes. I get better at Endfield by missing things, then finding them later. I don't need a sign to tell me if there are mobs ahead, or that I need to spray water on a creature to make it move. Now, if you guys know how to shut that feature off, please let me know in the comments below. Lastly, I do wish they added more Wuling stock bills. My hope is that as they expand Wuling, that they will also increase opportunities for stock bills like in Valley 4, but we'll have to see. Now, I was happy to see that in version 1.1, actually, they're addressing several of the issues I mentioned. For example, the developers are improving enemy attack telegraphs, which should make dodging attacks clearer during combat. They're also introducing a new item called the Valley Multi-Line Engraving Kit, which should let you craft essences with 3 customized stacks. That should dramatically reduce the RNG frustration when you're trying to build good gear. There are also improvements coming to the AIC Factory, including higher placement limits for certain structures. But for me, it doesn't address my frustration, but it may help others who are just more adept at using the AIC Factory. And on top of that, the update is adding new endgame-ish style challenges, new enemies, and even a new area called Qingbo Stockade in the Wuling region. From these, I'm most looking forward to the new area. So overall, I think the foundation of the game is really strong, and it's encouraging to see the developers responding to player feedback this early. I'm really curious to see how 1.1 changes the experience once it arrives, but I'd love to hear from you. How has your experience thus far been with Arknights Endfield? And did your 50-50 luck go better than mine? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.